Alright, so this is episode 23 of the Aquatope on White Sand. A little bit of a recap. We saw Kukuru coming back to work, feeling refreshed after a break, who would have freaking guessed, and the thing that she failed previously, which was the wedding plan with Miura, she was able to get her on board this time around. And we also had somewhat of a title drop, but we sort of started understanding the meaning of the Aquatope on White Sand as Kukuru was talking about this new stage that they have and how, you know, they're just going to have sand in here and it's going to be surrounded by like the fecking aquarium, which sounds pretty cool, so I'm excited to see if they actually do showcase us that. I hope they do. Instead of just telling us what it's going to be, and it's like, alright, still in construction, but it's episode 24 now, see you later. We also had this whole segment from Misaki who was talking about animal conservation. And I thought that was really funny because it was so direct towards the audience that what I was thinking was the anime is like, alright, we've been showing you these aquariums and we've been talking about these sea creatures and how we should love all we should love all life. So now we need the help with animal conservation, alright? Us humans, we are dicks and we keep on killing the animals around us with our selfish decisions or irresponsible decisions. So it's time to step up, anime watchers. But I didn't mind it as much. I just thought it was really funny and how direct they were with it. Just like how when Fuuka's like, oh wow, animal conservation, I'm gonna start learning about that. And then Karu comes over and she's like, oh, climate change. I thought that was freaking great. But anyways, I wonder what we're going to do next with this episode and the last episode, consider that, you know, it's time to fecking wrap up and all that. It's been months. Time to wrap up and go home. And by go home, I mean just find another anime to call it your home, because you're going to be kicked out of this once you're done. Other than that, let us get started. Oh, you having breakfast with Fuuka? Soft-boiled? What? Soft-boiled? Oh, they're walking to work. And she's making... Wow! You guys should just live with each other at this point. Banchan's still here. That reminds me, Choco's coming. Give me Choco! Alright, I was about to go on like a whole different rant about soft-boiled egg. Because I was like, this is not a soft-boiled egg. You're lying to me. That just looks like a pan-fried egg. Or, actually no, it can't even be a poached egg because the yolk is still... Alright. Either we've had a mistake with the translation or... Will we ever get to see the tribal child? I just have this feeling that he'll probably appear towards the end of the episode. But then again, his shrine was like in front of Kukuru's, Gramps' house, I mean. So... Huh. You know, as we're nearing the series, seeing those cuts of, like, the newer, of the Tengarla employees, Karu, Eiji, Akari, I can't believe she was one of my favorite characters, I've just forgotten her name. Well, it's over now. It's time to go into the anime. What dude, is he on a Zoom call? Oh, he's live. Opening 2 years from now on. Aquatope. Oh. USTD. Omiyan and his shochu pops totally devoted. Totally devoted. He's got the last part right. The fact that it's called USTD just sounds really funny. Oh damn, we're really going strong for this message. Oh. In Hawaii? Alright. Oh my god, we haven't had that in a while. Oh my god. Karu's going for the program. Yeah, me neither, Fuuka. Well, in this anime anyways. Ooh, it's like taking a trip to Hawaii. But you... Oh yeah, she still has the attendant interview. The both of you guys are just avoiding topics. Cool. Well, it seems like Fuuka wants to go to Hawaii. You have to be away from Kukuru for 2 years. Has given up on me. What do you mean? No, 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 no. It's understandable why you would think that Kukuru, but like, he in his own way cares for you, alright? And I've already said this, so I'm not gonna mention this again. Exactly. Are you sure about that? Oh my god, finally, small low information. He worked at a bank? No wonder he has that fucking stick up his ass. I'm sorry to any bank attendant. The bank that I go to, the people there are very nice. I don't know why I have to talk shit about bank attendants. Of an aquarium that had gone under. Well, that's explained his attitude. He was racked with guilt. Alright. By making it successful. Alright. Yeah, so Kukuru can go for it. And then you can give Karin the attendance job. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Aww. Kuka's over here like, Kuku's gonna fucking die without me. Oh, look at this fool. Say hi to Choco, huh? Well, she's deciding to stay in marketing after all, huh? Oh. Oh, they all came to greet her. Oh, everybody's coming to see Choco and the others. Oh, Kukuru's just staring at Fuuka. The costume from like a few episodes ago, from like Akari's episode. Wait a minute, Kukuru's working overtime? Really can't escape that life, huh? Why not? Come on, man, free food. Yeah, Fuuka's got a new drive now, huh?
課題は事前にお伝えした通り、あなたが紹介したい生き物です。どのような方法でも良いので、その生き物を通してプロジェクトで研究したいことを私たちにプレゼンしてください。では、比嘉君から。
こちらが私が紹介したい魚です。まずはお召し上がりください。
まさか料理を出されるとは思いませんでした。
いただきます。
Free food!
それはゴンズイです。
毒？
ご心配なく、ちゃんとプロに調理してもらっています。
ところで。
I love that AG would have been like, yes, that's right. It's poisonous. And if you don't give me the fucking job, you're not getting the antidote. This isn't our eeltail catfish, is it? Yeah, I fucking took it from the aquarium and killed it. I wouldn't eat them without permission. I'd still eat them anyways. Mm-hmm. Until we start making robots of them. Oh my god, she's... The dolphin? God, these people really went everywhere, huh? Oh my god, I was wondering why she had the fucking... She's aiming for the kids. She's trying to answer for them. Nah, man, they ran away from the scary humans. Is it really? It must have been really hot in this fucking costume. Oh, Kaoru.
いいと思います。
宮沢さんもなかなかユニークでした。
水族館の外に出たのは彼女だけでしたね。幼児番組みたいでしたが、本当に研究施設でやっていく気があるのかな。
I understand his point.
あなたが紹介したい生き物。彼女だけが紹介したい
Who had the thought?
考えていたんだと思います。未来を担う子供たちに水生生物を好きになってもらいたい。そう考えていたのでは。
That is true.
ですがアクアトープは子供向け施設ではありません。そんなことありません。USTD なら何でもありです。
USTD.
私は時々夢を見ます。水族館を訪れた子供たちの中から生き物のことを真剣に考える子らが現れ、
That's the philosophy of Gramps. Oh god, the Zoomers? I don't know. Alright. Ooh, she got the job? Very nice. Despite you making that... Oh. Alright, despite you going through all that presentation and everything? Disdain marketing. Alright. Understandable. Mm-hmm. I turned you into my big sister. Understandable. Oh. Well, it's only 2 years, you know? It's only 2 years. What is that, like 800 days? Whoa, how the role has switched. Wow. Very nice, Banchan. Damn. Oh, wow. That was a good alien role. The fuck? Banchan just took you guys on a fucking underwater trip and she just swam around you? Oh. And it's the end of the episode. Alright. Wow. They were really going quite strong with the whole animal conservation shit. So Fuuka's going. I was expecting when they were having that nice slow moment, I was over here like, no kiss. I would have been fine with a hug, but whatever. Holding hands. Child's play at this point. But alright, that was an okay episode. The only thing I can assume next from this is that it'll be like the same as episode 12-ish, where Fuuka is leaving Kukuru. Except this time she's going to leave her for 2 years. Unless somehow towards the end at the last episode we get a time skip to 2 years later, but I don't know. So I assume Karu got picked as well instead of Eiji. Oh, study after credit. Oh, this is no. Oh, okay. I just realized, was there even like a halfway point that stopped? Because I did not write any notes. I wrote no notes this episode, but I think I can pretty much summarize this entire episode in 1 page. Alright, there you go. All my notes in 1 page, because not a lot really happened in this episode, so it is back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 23 of the Aquatope on White Sand. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, like I said, I thought it was a pretty alright episode. It was still going on with the whole animal conservation thing that they started last episode. They're still going strong about that, and you know, I said I didn't have an issue with it previously because it was more or less of a smaller-ish segment, and then we had that whole chunk with Karu as well. But then here we are with an entire episode really all about it, about the USTD, the USTD, and how it's like the research facility to learn, you know, to go beyond just being like an aquarium and actually be able to help the environment and all that jazz. So I thought that was pretty good, but it's not that we were hit out of the left field, but we certainly did not get eased into it. And like, I'm not over here saying like, oh, I don't give a shit about animal conservation or all that jazz. It's just, having a message is good. It's just when the message is just really out here and there's really nothing else but that, you know, that's when I have a bit of an issue. But the story, the plot in general of this is that Fuuka now has this newfound animal conservation dream, or not dream, but, you know, goal. And especially when she heard that from Misaki and seeing the turtles hatch and all that, really brought a new light to her about this whole conservation. And so when the director announces the USTD and that anybody and 2 people can apply for it, you know, she wants to apply for it because this is now her new interest. Which I'm kind of like, alright, you know, you want to do a new interest, that sort of thing. For Karu, we've sort of seen that she is very about the environment and all that jazz previously in, like, I don't know what episode, like episode 15 or 16 or somewhere around there. We know a little bit about that for Karu, but Fuuka, you know, this is her new gain interest, but now that she has that new gain interest and knowing that she can apply for this, but she has to go on a 2-year training in Hawaii, she doesn't want to go because she feels like she doesn't want to leave Kukuru. Kukuru in the beginning has helped her a lot through her broken dream. So that's why she holds Kukuru at such a high standard. But then the roles began switching towards the end of like the first half, and then as we went into the second half and we had Fuuka in big sister mode. We even saw Kukuru saying, "Oh, I'm sorry I turned you into a big sister," sort of thing. Oh, at least she's aware of it, huh? At this point, it just kind of felt like Kukuru was really more dependent on Fuuka, or at the very least, her house would be on fire if it wasn't for Fuuka. It felt like from towards the end of the first part to all the way till now, it really felt like the weight of who depended on who was really more towards on Kukuru. But now it seems like we're trying to turn that scale again back to when Fuuka needed Kukuru. And so, okay, that's fine. You know, I understand. She still looks up to Kukuru as like a pillar of strength, sort of like with Karin and how she sees Kukuru as a pillar of strength, and you know, the whole getting Karin to actually apply for the attendance job and all that, which, you know what, now that Kukuru isn't getting that job, she's staying in marketing, so I assume Karin's gonna get the attendance job, so good for fucking Karin, you know, she'll finally be able to live out her dream of being an aquarium attendant. Good shit for Karin, dude, good shit. We also heard a little bit about Suwa, which I feel like that is the only thing we're going to be given by Suwa, which is unfortunate. I expected an episode about him, but now here we are. They just left me crumbs for Suwa. How fucking dare they? Telling me that he used to work in a bank, and he used to work in a bank, but he also worked in an aquarium, or he worked with an aquarium, and like that aquarium failed. And so that's why he's over here like, I don't want to see what these animals have to go through again. So he works very hard in order to try to keep Tengarla successful through marketing and all that jazz. So it's understandable, and it explains his motives and all that, even though I sort of figured that out already. But it was nice to actually have like a clear understanding of his motive and why he sees Kukuru the way that he saw her previously, and how like she was this girl who was just trying to keep up this dead aquarium that was already dying, and she couldn't save it and all that jazz. So like I understood how he saw her at the time. I'm still very upset that we don't have an episode. And then we saw Kai this episode, right? And he didn't. This little fucker, man. He is just going to keep his feelings for Kukuru all bottled up inside. I swear to Christ, if we do have a 2-year pass and somehow Kukuru and Kai are in a relationship, now that is going to make me upset. Because even though I want Kai to, I don't know why I said but even though I want Kai to confess to Kukuru, there's that feeling of Kukuru not having any feelings, of not having any feelings for Kai. So like, I just want to see the man confess, get rejected, and Kukuru saying, "Fuuka's my big sister." I had this comment on Patreon who was saying, at this point, I would rather see Kukuru and Fuuka get together just to spite Kai for his passiveness. And I really like the idea of that, of just You've been passive for so long, boy, I decide I turned gay. With the way that we're heading, whether it's going to be an episode of Fuuka leaving to go to Hawaii, and also Kaoru as well, I assume. Or it could be both, I don't know, at this point it could be both. I feel like we're gonna have that at some point, and again, if we somehow have a 2-year skip and I see Kukuru and Kai together somehow, I'm giving this anime a 0 out of 10. Had a great time in the first part, but the ending ruined it. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode. The final episode.